We get ready for Floyd Mayweather Jr. against Carlos Arena. Back when Oscar De La Hoya was 22, you could already look down the road and see the kinds of big fights that he's taking advantage of now. Mayweather thinks he's just as gifted. When you look down the road, do you see the same things for him?
Mayweather says his ambition is to unify all the titles from 130 pounds to 147 pounds, 4 of them individually. And surely somebody is going to show up during that time. But right now there really are no Felix Trinidads looming and lurking out there to make a big fight with him. There are, however, some fighters who can make an interesting fight against him. Some of them are the former Cuban gold medalist Joel Casamayor, an outstanding young professional, Roberto Garcia, who has one of the titles from California, and Jesus Chavez, a Mexican who was raised in Chicago. So there are some fights out there before he moves up to the lightweight division. Tonight, interestingly enough, his opponent, Carlos Arena, has fought and defeated one of those fighters, Jesus Chavez. Arena is the guy he's got to take care of tonight before he gets to whatever is down the road.
All right, but we're still talking about down the road for a moment, because down the road poses an interesting challenge for Floyd Mayweather Jr., and it's a challenge that Roy Jones is quite familiar with. Floyd's already of the mindset, Roy, that if he's as talented as fighters like Oscar De La Hoya and Roy Jones, then sometime soon he should be fighting for Oscar De La Hoya or Roy Jones' money. Money is the byproduct of things that fighters can't control. Will Floyd have the patience to maximize his enormous talents?
Well, he'll have to have the patience, Jim. This is not something that's going to just jump in his lap. He'll have to be there to prove himself over and over and over again before people will really take a liking to him, so that he can have those type of days. Also, he has to have an opponent to make those type of dollars with.
As you so well know.
That's right. If you don't have a guy who the public can see as your equal, then you just about can forget it.
Yeah.
So he'll have to just be patient.
As you have, and maybe Floyd can do the same thing. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape now for Floyd Mayweather Jr. against Carlos Arena. And you'll see the difference in age, 6 years. Floyd still only 22 years old. Reach advantage for Mayweather. They both weighed in at 130. They both weigh 135 tonight. That tail of the tape doesn't show the huge speed advantage that Floyd should carry into the ring. Rules of the bout with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
The Floyd Mayweather-Carlos Topo Arena fight is scheduled for 12 rounds using the unified rules of the Association of Boxing Commissions. There is no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight, and you cannot be saved by the bell in any round, including the 12th and final round. Jim.
We are not in the large arena downstairs where Trinidad De La Hoya will take place next week. Rather, we are in a ballroom upstairs, so it's a slightly shorter walk to the ring for Arena and Mayweather than will be the case for the 2 welterweight stars a week from now.
This is a fight that could have been held in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and filled a 13,000-seat arena. For reasons too complicated and too boring to go into, it wasn't held there, but we will see future fights of Mayweather in Grand Rapids.
Where his father, Floyd Sr., his uncle Jeff, and his uncle Roger all fought during their successful professional boxing careers. And here now, a closer look at Carlos Arena.
All right, he was a teammate of Felix Trinidad as an amateur. The big win, again, against Jesus Chavez. The big loss to a classic boxer, Genera Hernandez.
Same man that Floyd Mayweather Jr. lifted his junior lightweight title, I should say, lifted his junior lightweight world title from in a TKO performance in which Mayweather was simply too quick, too multi-talented, too dazzling for the outstanding veteran Hernandez. And now here comes Floyd Jr.
Dazzling in a, is that teal? How would you describe that color? Yeah.
Well, you could call it teal. You could call it a bright light blue. It's not quite all the way to Carolina blue. I know that's what you were looking for.
Right. An outfit sewn by an aunt back in Grand Rapids, I understand.
Actually by a cousin. Cousin Letitia Mayweather is the architect of Floyd's in-the-ring wardrobe. During his early professional career, Floyd has been trained by all three of the predecessors in the family. Roger and Jeff took care of him until his father came out of a prison stint, and his dad's been in charge ever since. And Floyd Mayweather Sr. says to find a 130-pounder who could face off against his son, you'd have to go back to, the earliest days of Roberto Duran. So here's a closer look at Floyd Jr.
Well, there have been 4 fighting Mayweathers now, and their combined record, including young Floyd's, is 128 and 29. He's become a very valuable boxing property, and at the same time, he has started to collect real estate type property with a couple of homes and condominiums. Calls himself Pretty Boy because he wants to be a boxer who lasts a long, long time in the ring.
And now for the official introductions for this one, let's go to ring announcer Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino of Las Vegas, Nevada, Top Rank Incorporated, along with your undisputed, undefeated king of beers, Budweiser, this Bud's for you, present 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the World. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission Chairman Dr. Elias Ghanem, Commissioners Glenn Carano, Lorenzo Fertitta, Dr. Luther Mack, and Dr. James Nave, Executive Director Mark Ratner. Physicians in attendance at ringside, Dr. Flip Homansky, Dr. Margaret Goodman, and Dr. Charles Signorino. Timekeeper and counting for the knockdown seconds, James Cavan and Mike Lachella, the 3 judges scoring this bout on a 10-point must system from ringside. From the United States, Chuck Jampa. From Japan, Ken Morita. And from France, Daniel Talon. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, working for the 156th time in a world title bout, Richard Steele. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Mandalay Bay of Las Vegas, Nevada, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the blue, red, and white, and weighing in at 130 pounds. An excellent professional record, 34 victories, 28 by knockout with only 2 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to us by way of Bayamon, Puerto Rico, here is your challenger, Carlos Topo Herrera. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing turquoise, trimmed with white, and also weighing 130 pounds. His professional record, a perfect one, consisting of 21 bouts, 21 victories, including 16 by knockout. And his name is always mentioned among the best, pound for pound, in the world today. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, presenting the reigning and defending undefeated WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.
I spoke to both fighters in the dressing room, cautioned them again, obey my commands at all times. Shake hands and good luck.
Can't help but notice that one of the judges for this fight, Ken Morita of Japan, was the genius who had Mike Tyson ahead of Buster Douglas when that fight ended. I don't think that Floyd Mayweather will need him.
Maybe we could have used him in the last bout. In his last appearance here, Floyd Mayweather Jr. outclassed a pretty good fighter named Justin Juco on the way to an 8th round TKO. Floyd gave himself an A+ for the performance and called it a brilliant display of boxing. And already here he leaps on top of Genera with left and right hand combinations. Looking like the attacking Floyd Mayweather, who took advantage of an Angel Manfredi mistake to knock him out in the 2nd round in Miami last December.
Yeah, he's trying to get Genera out of here in a hurry too.
Low blows by Genera. 2 of them, 3 of them, steal, motioning Genera to keep him up. Floyd Mayweather paid no attention, then comes back with a little low blow of his own, and perhaps that was the response.
That's called handling your own business.
Floyd didn't even look at Steve. Just waited for his chance and banged Genera with a little left hand below the belt. Now Genera punching to the hip again. Genera starts out here as though he's got a bad case of the Galata disease. Lead left hook by Floyd Mayweather Jr.
He's trying to go to the body and slow Floyd down a little bit, but it's not going to work too good like he's doing it. Because he's throwing low blows, he's going to get himself hurt, or he's going to get a point deducted.
Mayweather dominating round 1 with flashy combinations, demonstrating his offensive skills. Now, for the 2nd time in the round, Floyd backs into a corner and invites Genera in.
And Genera goes in and doesn't do anything.
And then decides to walk away. I'm not going to fall for this trap.
You've tried that a few times, Roy.
What?
Trying to pull a guy into the corner or against the ropes.
Right into the body by Mayweather. Stuns Genera, and a right cross puts him down. 4, 5, 6, 7. Genera trying to make for Richard Steele as if to say, hey, I'm fine, no problem.
No,
but his legs are stiff.
Yeah, he's drunk.
And Genera trying to hold on as Floyd looks for one more clean shot. Carlos still doesn't have his legs back. 2nd knockdown of the round.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Exciting 1st round display by Floyd Mayweather Jr., who dances just a little as he goes back to the corner.
Thanks, Floyd. We needed that.
Oh, boy, did we ever.
How do you feel? Come on, you got a reaction. Let's have some reaction from you. Tell me that you're okay.
See where you at. Make him check him out of there.
Take that first knockdown, a bolo right to the body, followed by a right to the head. There's the 2nd knockdown. Just a rain of blows. The left hand did it. Genera told us yesterday that to beat Mayweather, he would have to be quicker than him.
Good luck.
He wasn't.
What's plan B, you wonder?
But he keeps coming. Give him credit.
He's a gutsy kid.
He's very gutsy, but guts don't win fights all the time.
No, guts just help to make it exciting for us.
Oh, good body shot.
Double left hook by Floyd, up top and into the body. You get the impression Floyd Mayweather wants an early blackout tonight to make an impression. 1 week before De La Hoya Trinidad, Roy Jones at ringside, Mike Tyson sitting in a seat at ringside. Good night for Floyd to show his stuff.
And he is showing it.
Understand, Carlos Arena is no slouch. This is a fighter with a 34-2 record and 28 knockouts. Embarrassed in that first round by the speed and punching power of Floyd Mayweather Jr. It's hard to decide what to throw at a fighter like Mayweather when you know what's coming back.
Yeah, you're right.
But Arena shows his resolution as he sticks in and steps forward.
The problem with Genera is he's too still of a target. He's right there in front of Mayweather. There's no way he's going to survive a fight like this.
Doesn't have a lot of head movement either.
Head movement nor foot movement. So how does he get out of the way? He doesn't.
And if he keeps his left hand down as low as that, he's inviting the right hand lead. Arena landing a little short right hand inside.
That I don't think would seriously hurt anybody anyway. Throws beautiful combinations.
You gotta love the way he doubles up with the left hand.
The right too.
Short right hand landed for Mayweather. Didn't have full force on it.
There goes Genera, looking like he's getting confidence again. If he gets too much confidence, it'll be bad.
Carlos Arena lands a body punch to end round 2, and indeed it does appear that the Puerto Rican fighter has decided to move forward confidently.
Ain't too bad, let me break it down, okay? You bust into the head good. You all right? You all right? They put them, just bring that body some more, boy. Watch right there, now you know that. Okay? You got him out there, before he already gone, man. All you gotta do is stop bringing that body more. Use your jab, give him a lot of feet.
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Take it easy. You need some confidence. And he's hitting you all over the place. You seem too stiff. You got to walk around a little bit. Don't get too close.
So Carlos Arena survived the 2 knockdowns in round number 1, demonstrated again his courage and resolution in round number 2, goes back to work in round number 3. Abundantly clear, it would appear that Carlos Arena could never win a decision from Floyd Mayweather Jr., but he will try to stay in there and make a fight out of it.
These are about the 2 tallest junior lightweights I ever saw, Roy. They're both about 5'8", 5'9", big guy. Big kids at 130 pounds.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. once again in round 3, throwing every punch with bad intentions. Now he sticks a jab in and moves away. Moving to a slightly more tactical posture. Wood with a little smile on his face. You heard him tell his dad between rounds, I feel good.
This is that confidence that I'm talking about. It's going to get Genera killed. If he gets overconfident, he's going to run into a big punch, Jim. Sometimes a little fear is healthy.
Arena stood in and won a toe-to-toe war with the outstanding body puncher, Jesus Chavez, and saw that little left uppercut by Mayweather that snapped Arena's head back there. Arena isn't going to back off.
No.
Great opponent to have on a night like this if you want to look impressive, because Floyd's getting every chance to land his power punches.
To land all types of power punches.
Like that left hook. and the right hand that follows it. Moreno says, no, not that one.
Seems like
Put me on the canvas with that.
Seems like it may have taken him just a little time to get adjusted to Floyd's speed, and now he almost knows when the punches are coming. But he's so tight and so stiff until it's almost like you're waiting on him to run into something big, because he's right there.
Floyd smiling again as he gets ready to fire another 1-2. 2 in a row, left jab, right cross. Now he backs into the corner and again invites Arena in. And Arena obliges him with a straight right hand to the jaw.
Then he backs away. Why? That seems like the place he wants to be, but he's backing out of there.
Well, he knows Floyd's trying to lay a trap for him in there. This would be the 4th round coming up. Preliminary week for the Mandalay Bay ring card girls, or round card girls, I should say. Everybody competing for the honor of working next Saturday night.
Dig your bite, man. Look for it. He on pins and needles right now. I want you to start digging about him more, LaFleur. You bring him about it. Don't worry about it. Listen to what I'm telling you. The game gonna be over. As soon as you do what I tell you to do. Okay? What's the fight?
You gotta relax in there, and you have to throw it to the body.
Floyd Sr. knows his boxing, but in his high estimations of his son, he makes Richard Williams, the father of the brilliant Williams sisters, the tennis players, seem like a wimp.
Arena twice to the body and with a right hand upstairs, and you heard Arena's trainer Alex Matos asking him to go to the body, and if ever there was a situation where it appeared a fighter ought to try to focus on his opponent's body and slow him down, it's Arena against Floyd Mayweather.
Yep, and Floyd has to not be complacent here. He has to go ahead on and continue to put out, because sometimes when you fight a guy with a tight defense like Arena has, it makes it difficult for you to see openings so that you don't throw as many punches. And this is the fight Arena won.
Doing some damage to the body there as Floyd Mayweather waits on him and takes the punishment.
Floyd needs to go to his body like his father asked him.
Well, that was the best.
There's the left hook to the body, and it sets up a combination upstairs.
That was the best 15 seconds of the fight for Arena. But there come those vicious body shots from Mayweather, as his father suggested to him in strong language.
Championing his own chin, says, I took those shots, but that was beautiful work by Floyd Mayweather Jr., who set up another upstairs attack by working to the body and then used his speed to make it pay.
Good body work by Floyd.
Great uppercut with the right hand, landed flush. Arena's taken a lot of leather in the last 30 seconds.
If Floyd throws with leather, he's going to take it, because he's right there for Floyd to hit. Good body shot.
Would you say the kid is pretty responsive to his dad's instructions?
Oh, most definitely.
But that's because his dad has proved to be right about most things.
Chopping right hand went through the guard. And as Arena takes time to say, I'm not hurt, Mayweather proves that he is. Mayweather grinning at Roy Jones Jr. over Arena's shoulder to demonstrate that he's having a good time in there.
You can't fool around. Don't be monkeying around now. And don't lower your hands. Hey, they hit you that shot because you lower your hand. You got to keep your hands up. You can't be a monkey around that. You got to throw those strong right hands. He's hitting you good. Wait. Yeah.
Gonna wipe it up good, guys.
Shit. Uh-oh. 25 to 9, baby. Uh-oh. Let's go.
We gotta get you there,
Baby. You gonna go there when you go down there. You know where you going.
I'm gonna go down there.
All right, then. Show me. You did it beautiful last round. Do it again.
Okay.
You on the needle of the thread. Now go right back down.
Here are the right hands upstairs from Mayweather after the lefts downstairs.
Mayweather runs across the ring and busts Arena with a leaping right hand. And Arena says, hey, you back up into the corner and I'll punish you for that. Carlos Arena having some moments here in rounds 4 and 5. Harold, how'd you score through 4?
Jim, 4 rounds to nothing, 40-34, Floyd Mayweather. He's got to get a 10-7 round for the 2 knockdowns in the first round. That's why he's ahead by 6 points. Huge lead for Floyd. You know, when you look for his left, he hits you with his right. When you look for a straight right, he hits you with an uppercut. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is so hard to figure out, so quick and so powerful.
So good that he's been having fun in there against Carlos Arena. But as Arena goes more and more to the body, he makes it clear that he's going to punish Mayweather for some of the fun Floyd's having against him.
Well, he's trying to punish Mayweather, but I don't think he can really do that.
Quick left hook for Mayweather.
Arena's already had his victory simply by lasting this long. The rest is just how much punishment he wants to take.
Yeah, and this is the situation we occasionally see where a fighter's courage is going to lead to him taking a lot of punishment over an extended period of rounds. Because Floyd is going to keep hitting Arena pretty much at will. I mean, Carlos had his best round of the fight in the last round, landing 28 of 65 punches. But Floyd Mayweather landed 38 of 53. That's the equivalent of hitting for the cycle.
I'll tell you this much, Roy. If his pal, Felix Trinidad, is as tough and rough and determined as Arena is, he'll be hard to beat next week.
Most definitely. If he comes in with this attitude, except not getting hit as much as Arena is, you're right, he'd be very hard to beat.
Right hand over the top lands for Mayweather as Arena resolutely steps forward and tries to attack again.
Arena just doesn't believe in getting out the way of punches.
If he's going to eat right hands like that for the rest of the night.
He just doesn't care. He loves to get hit.
He'll have some headache tomorrow.
You think that after a few rounds of this, a guy's adrenaline is working and it just is almost impervious to pain, Roy?
I don't. Yeah, his adrenaline may make him impervious to pain, but it won't make him able to keep maintaining this. He won't continuously be able to take these types of punches without it showing in his legs.
Now Mayweather putting on a little dancing show for the crowd, using his footwork to set up punching opportunities.
Right.
On the road to Mandalay, where the Flying Mayweathers play.
Hey, next Thursday, tune in to HBO's Inside the NFL. Join Len Dawson, Nick Bonaconti, Chris Collinsworth, and Jerry Glanville as they discuss whether the Broncos can three-peat. You'll also see exclusive highlights of the first week of the regular season. It's the show the pros watch, Inside the NFL, every Thursday throughout the season.
One of the fellows in Arena's corner there is the former featherweight titleist Wilfredo Vasquez. Here you see Mayweather showing us his stuff, his vast repertoire of punches from all angles.
Hey, let's go. Wipe it up. We gotta wipe it over there.
5 rounds of a scheduled 12 in the books. Floyd Mayweather Jr. cruising against Carlos Arena. Arena landing more and more in the last couple of rounds, landing particularly to Floyd Jr.'s body, but not slowing down the Mayweather attack, as Floyd Jr. continues to land about 70% of his punches by CompuBox numbers. One of those punches partially blocked. Floyd thinks he has him now. And Arena's legs are maybe a little stiffer, but he just keeps coming forward. It's abundantly clear that Floyd Mayweather enjoys fighting, that he's having fun in there against an opponent like Arena. Do you think that's rare? Do you think most good fighters get a kick out of it when they're doing it well?
Most good performers like Floyd Mayweather get a kick out of it when they're doing it well. But most guys that are just fighters, they wouldn't be enjoying themselves now because they'd be upset because they're not getting a knockout. But a smart guy who is an entertainer at the same time, such as a Floyd Mayweather, knows that this is what he wants. This is a great experience for him. It gives him an opportunity to show his tools. And I mean, it's just good for him. It's a good workout. And eventually you have to keep chopping and chopping and chopping to see if you can chop this old log up.
And since his 110-day layoff between fights is the longest of his career, and he professes to want to fight 4 or 5 times a year and stay active, he probably doesn't mind going a few rounds here.
He doesn't.
Left hook lands flush. Right uppercut got in. Another left hook lands flush. Arena pawing with his hands. Not finding any way to really hit Floyd, just trying to put something in the middle. Finally, Arena lands some to the body, and Mayweather laughing as he bounds back and gets into position to fire combinations again. And Arena smiling back at him like, go ahead. You having fun? I'm having fun too.
He says take your best shots, and Mayweather does.
You got to keep working. You can't be fooling around. We got to keep working. You know what we have to do. Are you listening to me?
Mayweather's forte is not one-punch knockout power. It's an accumulation of punches coming from odd angles, striking so quickly that there is virtually no defense for it. As he comes out of his corner, Mayweather yelled something at Arena. I don't know if Arena understood him.
Corner will take notice of the fact that this is target practice for Floyd Mayweather Jr. Probably not. Arena certainly showing that he's still willing to fight.
Oh, he's a fighter at heart now. He's not going to stop.
But if he has more things to accomplish in his career, if there are other fights to be had, you might not want him to be too badly damaged. maybe they don't think Floyd is a big enough puncher to be hurting Carlos, even if he hits him this freely and this often.
Look, as smart as these gloves are, anything is too much. Oh, that hurt him.
Vicious left
that hurt him
uppercut,
bad.
snapping Herena's head back.
Yeah, that uppercut hurt him real bad. I told you his legs wouldn't hold up this long. Can't just continuously take that type of punishment.
Herena on wobbly legs again as he tries to ward off the effects of the Mayweather uppercut about 20 seconds ago. And Floyd stalking, but patiently, not going into a frenzy.
Now, if Floyd could touch his body once or twice right now, he could end this fight.
But Floyd headhunting instead because it's too easy.
There it is.
There's the body shot. And the body shot drops Herena's hands momentarily and sets up another connect upstairs.
Floyd's mouth is bloody, incidentally. So the longer you stay in there, the more likely something can happen to you.
Good body shots by Herena. Still a live item in here. Floyd backs him off with a counter right hand.
No punch.
No punch, he says.
Herena yells, no punch in the middle of all of this.
Speaking 2 words more English than Felix Trinidad has spoken in public.
How about that punch?
No punch again, he says.
Mayweather says, how'd you like those punches? And he repeats, no punch, no punch. Could have fooled me.
They stopped it. They stopped
Richard
the fight.
Steele has stopped the fight.
They were going to stop the fight, but
Ignoring Herena's assertion that there is no punch in Floyd Mayweather's gloves, Richard Steele decides enough's enough. And Dr. Flip Homansky is the man, we're told, who gets credit for having advised Steele that that was plenty.
And we ought to, we've been on the case of Richard Steele and others in the past. We ought to say this is a job well done. There was plainly no way that the brave challenger could have done any better. He was taking a tremendous battering. That's the way it should be.
Very good stoppage.
And here's the big uppercut with the left hand, which left Herena wobbling for the next 30 seconds or so. And there were various blows like that through the fight. So after 7 rounds, Richard Steele, on the advice of ring physician Dr. Flip Homansky, says enough's enough, and Floyd Mayweather has another TKO victory. He says that he wants to try to unify every title from 130 through 135 and 140 up to 147, and that he'll conclude his career there. Now, aside from the lesson in politics he's going to get from trying to collect all of those belts, is it a worthy goal, Roy?
Oh, most definitely. It's a great goal. It's a way to keep yourself busy, a way to keep yourself focused. I think it's an intelligent goal for a kid, especially as young as Floyd is.
Final punch stat numbers in a one-sided performance. Our ringside scorer, Harold Letterman, unable to find a round to give to Herena. We suspect that the same would have been true on the official scorecards. Mayweather landing 121 more punches than his opponent, throwing 38 more, and landing at an almost unconscionable 64% connect rate. And total jabs. Mayweather able to make a weapon out of the jab. Herena just pawing with it and keeping the left hand out there from time to time, which created straight right hand opportunities for Floyd Jr. power punches, and you can see how viciously Mayweather was able to paint Genera with power punches. 69% on hooks, crosses, and uppercuts, and body shots. And now let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the 7th round, referee Richard Steele was advised by Chief Ringside Physician Dr. Flip Omansky to call a halt to the bout. It was no longer necessary for Genera to continue. The official time once again at the end of the 7th round, the winner by knockout victory, he is still the undefeated WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the world, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.
So Floyd Mayweather Jr. with yet another easily dominant victory. And now Larry Merchant stands by in the ring with the winner.
Thank you, Jim. Congratulations, Floyd. After the first fight, we needed something to happen. Did you think you had him out in the first round?
I think I had him out, but he was a very tough opponent. But first of all, I want to thank God for this victory and thank everybody who supports Floyd Mayweather.
Did you decide after he survived that round to just wait a while and chop him down?
Well, he was tough. I mean, I hit him with a good shot, and he got up from. I was surprised that he got up from the second knockdown, but you know, I just worked hard, and I'm gonna keep dedicating myself to the sport of boxing, keep believing in myself, and keep believing in Team Mayweather.
At the end of the fight there, he was shouting to you, "No punch, no punch." What did you yell back when you came out of the corner for the last round?
I said, I still reign supreme. I mean, I still reign #1. And I'm looking forward to unifying the titles at 130. Hopefully I can fight the WBA champ from Mongolia. Then after that, talk with Bob, and hopefully we can fight Robert Garcia to unify the titles.
All right, you named some fighters. Roberto Garcia, a Mongolian fighter named Ham, I believe, who also holds one of the titles. What about Casamayor?
I heard if I win the WBA title that Casamayor will be my first defense. Like I said in the meeting yesterday, I'm only chasing champions. I'm no longer chasing challengers. Floyd Mayweather wanted to be the best, and he wanted to unify the titles.
Even if Casamayor may be the best of those guys?
If Casamayor is the best, then I'll fight Casamayor. To show the world that Floyd Mayweather is one of the best, along with Oscar De La Hoya and Roy Jones.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Just finally this, the less said about the first fight, the better. There's almost too much to be said about Floyd Mayweather Jr. And now, on to September 18th. Jim?
All right, Larry, and a final comment on Floyd Mayweather Jr. from Roy Jones Jr. You heard Floyd mention your name in there and describing the kind of talent that he thinks he has. You've seen a lot of featherweights and lightweights over the course of the past several decades. Whitaker, Duran, Julio Cesar Chavez, Pryor, Arguello. Where does this young man's talent rank him among them all?
Well, he may be one of the better of that group. In fact, I would almost go as far as to say he's going to be better than all of those guys were, because just like everything else, he had those guys to lay a foundation that he can now build upon. So he has to get better than what they were. So I think Floyd Mayweather is very worthy of every praise that he's given.
On the other hand, if he does in fact move toward a fight with Joel Casamayor, Casamayor is a southpaw with power.
That's a very good fight, a very interesting fight. And I think Casamayor would be a great test for Floyd Mayweather at this point in his career.
Almost certainly the best one available at 130. Don't rule out Robert Garcia. He's an honest fighter.